In this video, I'll be showing you how to navigate the Build a Website page within the Sites Installed Builder panel. When clicking on the Build a Website button, you'll be greeted by this page here. This page will show all pre-existing websites that you have created. On the left, you can see the list of all of the titles of the websites you've created in the past. On the right, you can see the multiple steps or pages that are within these sites, and you can also see the actions that you can do to these currently existing sites. If you haven't created a website in the past, this will be blank, and if you wish to create a website, press this button at the top right corner here. Then give your website a name. Click Add, and then your website will be here. Some of the actions you can do to this website are edit, delete, rename, copy, share, and make global. If you wish to enter and edit your site, simply click the Edit button here, or press on the title of your website. After doing that, you'll be greeted by this page here. This is the page where you can add your first step. Additionally, we have some tabs on the top here. These tabs on the top are Stats. You can see the statistics of all the pages within your site. You can see all the information about sales that your site have made. You can see information about triggers. You can change some of the settings. If you've made a template for your website that you think is really well designed, you can try selling it on the theme marketplace and you will earn commission. To add your first page to your site, click this Add Step button. Here you'll be greeted by templates that you can use for your site. If you do not wish to use a template, simply click Create Blank Step. However, if you do wish to use a template, simply select one of the pre-existing ones. You can either select the template or preview it. If you do not know if you want to use this template, preview it first. Otherwise, you can select it. I'm going to select the real estate template here. I'm going to add the name for my site, and then create. Now as you can see, we have one step on this page. We can see the thumbnail of this page, or what it looks like. We can think about starting a split test by creating a variation over here. We can delete the step here. We can clone the step. We can preview it. And we can also edit the settings. To edit the site, simply click the Edit button. You can then choose to edit it within the same page or in a new tab. I'm going to edit in the same page. After it has finished loading, you'll be greeted by your site. Here we can see the template that I have selected. Within this page, there are lots of pre-existing texts, images, and sections that we can edit. We can also add on to this site by making our own sections. To edit a section, simply click on it, and then you'll have settings on the left-hand side. You can change the background color. You can change the text color. You can change the font size, the opacity, and there are a few more settings you can play around with. You can change these settings to fit whatever style you'd like. There are also some advanced settings up here. I'm not going to get into them too much, I will let you have a go with them. To add your own section, navigate to one of these green boxes here. These are sections. The blue boxes are rows. The purple boxes are columns. Columns and rows are what are made within sections. And within columns and rows, there are elements. To demonstrate what I mean, I will simply make a new section here. Within this section, I can then choose the width of it. I will like a full width. And now within this section, I can add a row. And I'm going to add a 2-column row. Now within these columns, I can now add elements. So as you can see, we created a section. Within the section, we have rows and columns. And within the columns, we can have elements. I'm going to add an element here. We can add text elements, media elements, button link elements, form elements, countdown elements, and more. So now I'm going to add an element here, and I'm going to choose a button. Now, as you can see, we've now got a button here that we've created. As you can see, this element is now a button, and it says click to sign up. To edit this, we can choose the left-hand side settings. If you'd like to change the text, we could change it to sign up here. We can even add subtext. We can change the color of the button here. And there are a few more settings we can change. Within this, we have a new feature here called themes. And themes are different types of styles for the buttons or things that you'll find on the site. Here we have a bunch of pre-existing themes that we can choose from. It changes the border color, the size of the border, the shape of the border, the text color, it changes the background color, and it can also change the box color. I'm going to click this theme here, which changes the color and makes it a little brighter. Now I'm going to add another element here. I'm going to add an image. Now I've added an image, and I've also added a button. These are two elements. We've added a button element, and we've added an image element. This image currently is just a placeholder. If we'd like to add our own image, we can press this button here and select it from our files. For example, I've now added an image here by searching for the image online. Within the builder, we also have some extra options at the top here. We can choose to see what our site looks like in mobile and also in tablet. We can edit within tablet and mobile individually to make it more compatible with these devices. We also have settings. You can see here SEO metadata, tracking code, custom CSS, and so on. If you accidentally make a mistake on your website, you can press the undo button here. At the top right, you can see the sections, rows, columns, and elements individually, and you can manage them. You can preview your site, and you can save. You should always save your site before you preview it, to make sure that you do not lose your work. So now here, I'm going to save my site. Now that I have saved my site, I'm going to preview. And this is now what it looks like. As you can see, my changes here have saved. I now have the button, and I also have my image. If you wish to add more pages to our site, we can simply do so by adding more steps. Here I'm going to add a second page. Here we can change the hierarchical structure of the sites here. This can make it more convenient for you. If you wish to delete one of the pages, because you no longer need it, click on the page, press delete step, yes delete, now you'll be left with just one step. We're currently within the overview page, but if we wish to, we can select the products page at the right here. The products page will show all products within our site and all data associated with it. We currently do not have any products though, so to add a product to our site, we can click add product. Here we can add a one-time or a subscription-based product. Now we can see our website here, and we can see the amount of steps within it. We currently have one, and that's the one we created earlier. And this is the end of the video on the website builder within the Sites and Store Builder panel.